Yo, what up? It's Miami's Hip Hop and R&B. We all 103.5 The Beat. Your boy Papa Keith in the building with DJ Entice.
Yes.
What's good, my brother? How are you?
Oh, man, I feel so good today. I feel amazing, man.
Listen, legendary DJ, legendary radio and DJ for so many years here in South Florida. Take us to the beginning, man. Like, take us to the beginning of how you got started here in South Florida.
Man, so, in high school, I was an athlete. And one day I just decided I wanted to be a DJ. Friends sold me some equipment, started messing with it. My sister was 4 years older, so she was already in the nightlife
That's
scene.
right. Yeah. Shout her out, man.
Shout out to Sandra, my sister. If you're in the industry, you know her.
Yes.
So, she was close friends with Irie and a lot of promoters, and she kind of put me in some lanes. And Irie opened some doors for me to get down with Khaled and start opening up for Khaled. I started opening up for him.
What year was that? Around what time?
And that was about right at 2000, 2001.
Got you.
And then, opening for Khaled, I did a couple clubs for him, opened up for him, and he was like, yo, you're my guy. That's it. And from there, just everything
just started taking
snowball effect.
You had a stint, too. I remember you were Flow Riders DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that go?
Yeah, so, shout to Freezy, shout to Flow Rider, great people. So Freezy, early in my DJ career when I was already on jams, he had stepped to me right when Flow Rider was starting out. I was like one of the first DJs to actually show love to Flow Rider in the club.
Yeah.
So when Low popped off, they kind of came to me, for a situation to be the DJ. And that's when I was, kind of new into radio game and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I'm on radio. I got clubs. I can't really do it.
Right.
Years passed. We got to about 2012, 2013, and me and Freezy reconnected. And he was like, yo, I want to make this happen.
Right.
Sign with us. Get down with us. We want you to be Flow's DJ. We want to make a movie. And I took the offer, and it was a fun ride.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. I remember that. As a matter of fact, you and I was doing some stuff in Jamaica.
Yes.
And we had hired you to come to tear it down. Yeah. That was a vibe. Me and you were hanging out in Jamaica.
Yeah, it was a vibe. Jamaica.
Jamaica, man. Jamaica, right?
Exactly.
For real, man.
Yeah.
But I just want, just people to understand the history. Feel free to rattle off some other things that I may have missed, or some things that you're proud of.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you look at my resume, I'm not here to brag, obviously.
I want you to brag a little bit.
Right. Well, hey, so if you look at the resume, I was the first official ever signed DJ in the NFL.
Oh wow!
And that was for the Miami Dolphins. Now this was way back before we had better owners.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ran that for a little while. I DJ'd for them for like 2 seasons. DJ'd for the Miami Hurricanes football, basketball team.
Wow.
Done, touring with a couple other artists. I toured with the Clips early in their career.
Oh, man. So you got to be happy to see them back.
Oh, man. Shout to Pusha. I got to do some shows with Wyclef in the past. So I've gotten to do some amazing things in this opportunity in this career.
So let's talk about radio now, because radio played a big role in your career and in your legacy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So how long have you been playing on the radio as a DJ?
So radio, it would be at this point today, it would be about almost just barely 25 years.
Wow.
That I've been inside radio. So it all started right leaving high school. I had gotten a scholarship to FIU to play football. This was in 2000 for their first year of their football season. And as soon as I went in there for summer classes, I got connected with the FIU's radio station.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so then they offered me a late night Wednesday night show at midnight. And from there, I just knew that was it for me for sports. So I went to my coach. I said, keep your scholarship. I'm going to pay for school and do my thing. And then, with that process of opening up with Khaled was already on jams, so was Irie. And the PD at the time loved to party. So he was always, he was always out at the clubs.
Shout out to Seth.
Shout out to Seth Hollywood.
That's what made him good at his job.
Yeah, that's what made him great at his job.
Yeah.
So, you know, him coming out, he was always at his DJ's events. So he was always at Khaled's parties, always at Irie's parties. And he got to hearing me a couple times. And, you know, with the help of Irie and Khaled and a few other people that stepped in my corner, they kind of put the bug in his ear, and he offered me a chance to be on the air. And I did my one shift. It was on the night show. I did my one mix on the night show, and he was like, yeah, you're hired.
That was it.
That was it.
That was it, man.
Yeah.
Thunderstorm mix, I remember, man.
Thunderstorm mix Saturdays. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Yeah, we got it in for a short stint, man, but it was always good times with you, always fun, a lot of energy and stuff like that. Let's talk about your characters. You got, you know, the tough guy.
Yeah.
How did that come about? And you have the thing on your hand. We used to.
Yeah, the Joker hand.
Yeah, the Joker hand.
smile. The Joker
Let's
smile.
talk about the.
So we'll start with the tough guy. So
Okay.
the tough guy came around. For people that remember the artist out of Canada, out of Toronto, Cardinal Official.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so Cardi was.
I seen him during Basel, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Yeah. He was here.
How's he doing?
He's doing really good.
Oh
looking
man,
good.
I wish I would have seen him. So Cardi was always the homie, always showed
Yeah.
love, and this was early in his career. And Cardi, when he would do drops for stuff and people, one of his things was he'd be like, "Let's go, tough guy," in his accent, and he had that perfect accent. So when he did mine, he was like, "DJ Entice, so nice, you got to say it twice. Let's go, tough guy."
That was it.
That was it. So I started using that drop, and then it just started becoming DJ Entice, let's go, tough guy. Then it just started becoming, let's go, tough guy. And then just everywhere I went, people were like, "Hey, Tice, what's up, tough guy?"
Right.
And it just stuck.
But here's the funny part of it. You are actually a tough guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, for a guy who has a small build and looks very Jesus looking right now, he will whoop some ass, okay?
I mean, you know.
Like, he will pop off. I mean, for people he loves, for his team members and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You would defend it to the max. And I do respect that about you. You know what I mean? Just so you know.
It's,
you know what I mean?
You know, you got to go to bat for the people that are in your team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you said, you know, I'm not the biggest guy, but the biggest dog don't have to have the smallest dog sometimes has the hardest bite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
and you had that, bro.
Yeah,
you had that.
and, you know, the tough guy, attitude for me came into play because it was one of those, like, well, you know, in this industry, you got to have tough skin.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I mean? So it was one of those having to learn from being one of those people raised to always have, like, good, you know, good mannerisms. All these things that, you know, you always turn the other cheek, you know what I mean, all that stuff.
Right.
The tough guy thing came out of me in this industry. It came about.
So it made sense. It made sense.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Joker.
So the Joker I've always been a comic book buff.
Gotcha.
And I've never been the guy to love the superheroes. I've always kind of liked the supervillains in a sense.
Yeah.
And Joker just always felt right with me.
Mm.
You know, I could relate because there's a lot of things about the Joker. Like, if you really into comics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you really look at the Joker's, like, history and the backstory behind what the Joker really is, it plays so well in my life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're always that nice guy.
And he wasn't always a villain.
Right.
Right.
You were always that guy that was trying to, like, bring happiness. You may have been a little socially awkward. You know what I mean? Like, you're not the most, like, you're a little introvert. Like I said, you try and always find a way to laugh at things and stuff. And then, you know, at a certain point, you just get kicked so much that at a certain point, that little crazy chemical back there starts growing a little bit.
Right,
you know what I mean? And you start.
And then the tough guy comes out.
The tough guy comes out. You know. So I just always felt like I could kind of relate with the Joker's story, and I just like the Joker.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Member of the Heavy Hitters?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. Since about, I think, December 2023.
That's what's up. Long-standing member of the Heavy Hitters.
It was a blessing to be a part of them too.
That's what's up, man. Good group of guys, man. Definitely carrying the music all over. And representing for the artists.
Yeah.
Some of the things, how long has your hiatus been off of radio?
off of radio. So technically, it's been just about a year and like 3 months.
Right. So what exactly happened? Because for, us being in the business, sometimes we know, sometimes we don't.
Right.
But for most of the people out there, it's like you just disappear.
Yeah.
Right. And that's got to be like a horrible feeling. I mean, I've been off of radio too.
Right.
So I know what that feels like. It just feels like, wow, just different. So what happened?
I mean, sometimes it's not great to be the star player of a team. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of animosity. There's a lot of different things that come into play.
And you were the star player because you were doing afternoons.
Right.
And the mix show, correct?
And the mix show. And then I moved over to doing the night show with the mix show.
Right.
And then, I was doing a lot of like big events for the station and stuff like that. And, sometimes just people can't get on the same page. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's certain people in positions that have jealousy. They have, animosity. They're they just want to be where you're at, and they just feel like, hey, the only way to get rid of them is to get rid of them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How did you manage that? Because I know that must have to be the height of your career and legendary at the same time.
Right.
And to feel like that was pulled from you.
It hurt. I think what hurt the most was just the blindsidedness and truthfully, the BS.
Right.
The BS, because at the end of the day, when you're being given by the same person, you're being given 4 different reasons of why this is happening. Mm-hmm. Every time it's a different explanation, a different reason. You forgot the first reason you told me. It's like, it's kind of hurtful because, damn, like, you've been doing this for a long time. You got all these fans that count on you to get them through their day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. That there was a lot of people that would count on that mix. Hey, man, I can't wait for that mix to get out of work. I need that.
Right.
And then it's like, that gets taken away. There's no real explanation. People are asking questions you can't really explain. Mm-hmm. And all you can do is kind of sit back and let these false narratives be put out.
And
you know what I mean?
It ends up putting you in a dark place at times.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So with that being said, it's out and it's official that you are now a part of the 103.5 The Beat family.
Yes. yes. And I couldn't be happier. South Florida, it is amazing.
Yeah, man. So you're going to be taking over the 5 o'clock commercial-free rush hour mix, and I'm sure that Jill's going to have you on the weekends doing some really cool stuff as well, having your own on-air shifts, because not only are you a DJ, you are on your personality as well.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So how does it feel like after the year and change to have that opportunity now,
I mean, to sound cliche, I feel reborn, man. Mm-hmm. I truly feel reborn. I feel like I've gotten a lot of love from people while I've been gone. A lot of people wanting me back, and I got what I needed. I got that time to get away, spend time with my family, reevaluate what's important in life, and now it's like we're back, all speed ahead. Like, yes, God told me this is what I'm supposed to do.
That's what's up, man. Mean? Well, I'm happy for you. It's such a life story, a life lesson for people watching out there. Entice, take the time and let people know how they can follow you, how they can connect with you, how they can book the hell out of you, and all of the good stuff.
Man, I'm all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, all X, all these social media things that are coming around, Sora, all that. DJ Entice, very simple. Just spell it properly, Entice. You will find me as soon as you look up DJ Entice.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
Welcome home, brother.
Appreciate
glad
you, my
to have
bro.
you, all right?
Let's go!
DJ Entice, tough guys in the building.
Believe that.
Right here on 103.5 The Beat.